Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I want to do a kind of haul review. This is all stuff that I've accumulated over the past month or two, and instead of doing a favorites video, although I suppose a lot of these things could qualify, well, we're just doing a haul review thing, so there we go. So all the stuff I've been using for a while, and I have a pretty good idea of how I feel about it. So let's dive right on in. I have as much of this on my face as I can at the moment. So let's start with that stuff. Specifically, let's talk about what's on my lips right now. I am talking about this e.l.f. lipstick. It's in Perfect Pink. I'm sorry, I know that didn't focus. I really like this packaging myself. It's one of those kind of lip balm that turns into your perfect shade of pink things. I believe it was $6. I will have the prices listed either on the screen and or in the description box, just so you know. And there are pros and cons to this product. I do like it, but it does have some cons. First, what I like about it, it doesn't smell like anything at all. Although I think, catching a cold right now, which is not great, but it really doesn't smell like anything. And it feels really, really, really comfortable. I really like the glossy look that it has when you first apply it. And that gloss does stick around for a decent amount of time. It does leave a little bit of a stain. Not a stain that you can't get off, though. It's pretty easy to remove, which is nice. I really like how it feels on the lips. It's very comfortable. It's very kind of, it doesn't actually, there's no stickiness, there's no tackiness at all. It feels very slippy, very moisturizing, and it is a pretty color of pink. However, it's a specific color of pink that, for me, doesn't just go with everything. It is not my perfect shade of pink if I had to pick one. It's a little bit bright and a little bit cool for me. My hope for this product was that it would be something I could keep in my purse or in my coat and just kind of slap on if I needed a little life to my face, but maybe I wasn't wearing that much makeup or I didn't have a lipstick around that was comfortable. Just I wanted something a little bit more than just a lip balm. And it's certainly, you know, it can be that, but like, I don't know if you can see or if it even, I don't know, maybe it's just my own personal preference that I feel like this color of pink doesn't really go with, for instance, what I'm wearing on my face right now. The other con with this is that if you have any dryness on your lips, this will make it show up more because the color will be darker pink on the dry patches. So it's fine if maybe you exfoliate every day, or, you know, it's fine if you've exfoliated your lips, which I have. So it's a nice, even, smooth color. But if there are any dry patches, this unfortunately will catch them. It would be nice if, you know, because it is a very moisturizing product and it feels very comfortable. It would be nice if it, you know, moisturized, which it would, but, you know, because it has color to it, it does tend to grab those places. So be aware of that. All right, let's talk about a couple of skincare items that I have picked up recently. The first one is this Sonia Kashuck Dissolve Gel to Oil Makeup Removing Cleanser. Now, I use this as a double cleanse at the end of the day. You put this on dry skin, rub it in, add a little water, and that will emulsify the product and help remove makeup, and then rinse it away. And then I always follow that up with my Cerave cleansing. I think I have the foaming cleanser at the moment. And I really, really like this. It doesn't, I suppose it has a very light smell. It doesn't smell perfumey at all, which I really appreciate. It's very gentle. I can use this on my eyes. On a day like today where I have, you know, more eye makeup on, I would use a separate eye makeup remover to get the majority of that off. But if I'm just wearing like maybe one light eyeshadow, maybe just mascara, I'll just use this and it gets rid of it. With waterproof mascaras, which I actually don't have one at the moment, but I have found that I will need a little extra help. But I'm really liking this, and my skin has literally like no problems right now. I have one little bump up here Might be my bangs. I don't know. But for the most part, my skin is very clear right now. I think I have a good routine going. We'll see. Every time I think that, something happens, even though I have the same routine and I got a breakout here, or, you know, something. But anyway, I really like this. And I know I saw Vintage or Tacky, Cora from Vintage or Tacky, talking about this as a morning cleanser, as a gentle morning cleanser. So that's an option too, but I use this at night as a double cleanse, and I'm really liking it. The next skincare item is from Cerave. It's a new product. It's the Skin Renewing Day Cream with sunscreens. Got broad spectrum SPF and apparently encapsulated retinol. Honestly, I mean, I am not a skincare expert by any means. I have tried. I had it in my head that I would make my own products for a little while, so I was trying to study up on skincare and skin and all this stuff, and it was just so overwhelming. I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna buy stuff. It's fine. But in any case, the majority of what I use on my face anyway is CeraVe, and this was a new product, so I had to try it. I'm always on the hunt for really good SPF moisturizers. I use them every day, at least if I'm going outside. I use these every day in the morning. And, you know, an issue that can happen with SPF moisturizers is that they feel gross. You know, they're thick or gloopy. Some of them feel kind of grainy. They feel very heavy on the face. They might leave that kind of white cast. And up to now, my favorites have been from Paula's Choice, which they're great sunscreens. I'll be talking about those in an empties video I have coming up soon. But, you know, they are a little expensive, and you do have to order away from them, for them. So I'm always looking for something I can just, you know, instant gratification, you know. And I have used the CeraVe AM moisturizer that has SPF 30, I believe. Or I think it does now. I think it used to be 20. It doesn't matter. Which is nice. It's not quite as nice as the Paula's Choice ones, but it's certainly a really good option at the drugstore. So when I saw this, I'm like, I wonder how this is. And I have to say, the texture of this is really beautiful. The packaging is nice. I think if you have really dry skin, this is probably not moisturizing enough for you, but you can see how it disappears. There's no white cast left behind. It's a very silky, smooth formula. It does have a bit of a smell, though. It's not the most pleasant, but it doesn't stick around for very long. According to Ulta's website, because it doesn't really have information on the bottle, and I threw the box away because I'm not good at this game yet. CeraVe Skin Renewing Day Cream with SPF 30 was developed with dermatologists. Its unique formula with 3 essential ceramides. Ceramides, right? Or ceramides? Ceramides. I think ceramides, is designed to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. MVE technology, controlled release for all-day hydration, won't clog pores, gentle on skin, and fragrance-free. Now, just so you know, this, even though it does have a nicer texture, this is 1.76 ounces. On Ulta's website, it is $23.99. The AM moisturizer, the regular one, with SPF 30 is $14.99, and that has 3 fluid ounces. So you are paying more for, you know, half, and then, well, you're paying more for less product. Let's say that, because I'm not a math person. I definitely think it's worth checking out if you feel like, if you find that you don't really enjoy the texture of sunscreens, because they're really important, and no matter, you know, all the anti-aging whatever is not going to do any good if you already have the damage. And protecting your skin with SPF is really, as far as I know, the number one thing you can do to help, you know, prevent the signs of aging, and help, you know, keep your skin really healthy. Okay, let's move right along. This one I can just talk about super quickly. This is the NYX Glitter, This is the NYX Glitter Primer. I really like this. I've been playing with this a lot, obviously, you know, for holiday makeup, either with loose glitter, which I have an interesting video in mind of something maybe not super wearable to use with this and the loose glitter and some crazy colors. So keep an eye out for that. But I really like it. It's great under not only loose glitter, but also glittery and shimmery eyeshadows to help give them a little extra oomph and just make the glitter stick a little bit more. I am wearing it today underneath the center shade. I'm going to talk about what's on my eyes in a second. And I really like it. So there's that. What I'm wearing on my eyes is this Nude Awakenings palette, the Au Naturel palette from Wet n Wild in the shade Nude Awakenings. And I've actually been really digging this. It's very kind of pink, rosy toned. Let's see, I am wearing this kind of really glittery pink shade on the center of my lid, and I have this, which is kind of a dark reddish shimmery brown, a little bit of the matte brown as well on the outer and inner corners and along the lower lash line, blended out with a little bit of this, but I don't think you can really see it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matte shades in here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 and 5, look at that. So half matte, half shimmery, and I really like all of these shades actually. I've been playing with this for a while, and I think I probably will do a video specifically on this, maybe a 3 looks 1 palette sort of thing. Now, obviously, you know, these are very similar shades. Each one is different, but it's, you know, it's very tonal, so it's maybe not the most versatile palette in the world, but if you like these shades, it's definitely worth grabbing, I think, because the texture and the quality of the shadows is just so good. They're very pigmented, they're super easy to use, they're very blendable, and actually, my one complaint about this palette is the colors are so blendable that it can be a little difficult to layer because they just kind of blend away so easily. Definitely worth checking out if you are in the market for a rosy, pinky palette that is $5, maybe $6 and good quality and has some mattes in it. Yeah. Another thing I am wearing on my face, I got a different shade of the Milani Rose Blush, and this is the first one I've had that has shimmer in it. The shade is Blossomtime Rose, and it's a really pretty peachy pink with a golden sheen to it. I am wearing it today. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, if you can see the sheen. It's nice and subtle. It's not in your face, which I appreciate. If you want a little bit more, you can always add a highlighter on top, but it's just a nice natural glow. Swatch it out on my finger as well. What I notice about this is it's a little bit less pigmented, not in a bad way, but the other shades that I have are pretty heavy duty, and you have to really use a light hand. They're easy to blend, easy to work with, but this one you can be a little bit, a little less careful with. So I don't know if you can see that. I like it. Certainly don't regret that purchase. And, you know, if you've seen that review video, I adore these blushes anyway. So check that out if you want to know more about these. All right, I have a nail item and then a couple more lipsticks. This is the LA Girl Gel High Shine, Extreme Shine, sorry, gel-like polish. So this is not an actual gel polish that you need the UV light. I don't play with those. I don't have a UV light. This is just the top coat, the clear top coat. And obviously, you know, well, it says clear. It doesn't actually specifically say top coat, but that's what I got it for. This is not a good top coat in my experience. It does not dry. I will put this on my nails. The first time I used it, I had painted my nails and I put this on as a top coat, I don't know, maybe 7:30 at night. Went to bed at like midnight. Just not unusual. And when I went to bed, they still felt a little sticky. And of course, when I woke up, I had the kind of, you know, if you go to bed with slightly not completely dry nails, they get kind of little impressions in them from the sheets and blankets and stuff. After, you know, 3+ hours, this still isn't dry. And I had that experience the next couple times that I tried using this as a top coat. So I was ready to write this off as a fail, but then I thought, well, let me try it as a base coat just for shits and giggles. Maybe it just doesn't for some reason play well with nail polish underneath it. And actually, this is a great base coat. It dries very quickly. It's so weird. And, you know, I don't know if I can recommend it because you would want to be able to use it as a top coat, I think. But it does work very nicely as a base coat. So if you have gotten this and you've had that experience of, well, I can't use this as a top coat, try it as a base coat. In my experience, works fine for that, but maybe don't get this as a top coat. I don't know. I would be interested if anybody else has tried this, if you have any different experience or maybe specific nail polishes to use underneath this. I don't know, but definitely did not work for me as a top coat. All right, the last thing I want to talk about is a liquid lipstick, actually. And I am generally, just full disclosure, I'm usually not a fan of liquid lipsticks. I've tried a few before. You know, I had all the Milani ones when they first launched and people are going crazy over that formula, but I find them so drying and uncomfortable. I don't give a shit if it lasts all day. If I need to take it off after half an hour of wearing it, it doesn't matter how long it lasts, you know. So when I first saw these NYX products launched, I did not have high hopes for them. I'm talking about the MegaLast Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick from Wet n Wild. I have two shades. I actually just got a brand new one today because I really, really like this. If you follow me on Instagram, which I always have linked in the description box, so you can, if you want to. It's not just makeup, though. It's my own personal Instagram, so there's makeup and cats and yoga. But I did an Instagram story when I first got this, and this was maybe a month ago, to just kind of do a little first impressions, check in throughout the day. And I was so surprised. Like, I did not have high hopes for this. I had gotten one of the fall limited edition liquid lipsticks from Wet n Wild, and it was awful. It was super dry, crumbly, patchy. It's just no good. But I was amazed with this. I was amazed. I put it on right before lunch, which was maybe not the best idea. It lasted through lunch. It lasted through dinner. It lasted until I took my makeup off. It looked pretty much the same when I took my makeup off at the end of the day as it did when I put it on, you know, in the afternoon. So I was amazed. And it was comfortable. It didn't feel moisturizing or anything, but it just felt like there wasn't anything on my lips. So these are a huge, huge win in my book. They don't smell like anything, which I really appreciate. And they have this really cool doe foot applicator that has a little scoop in it, which holds onto product. It hugs the lips really nicely, but the edges are kind of free from product. It does have a little stopper in there that helps to take off the product from the edges of the applicator, so it can be pretty precise. So this is in the shade Berry Recognize. So that is Berry Recognize. It's maybe not the best with this look altogether, but I love this color, and it will look just the same as it does now at the end of the day. I'm just flabbergasted that I like these so much because I am really not a big fan of liquid lipsticks, and also matte lipsticks can be a little iffy for me too because my lips tend to be dry. They're a little bit on the thinner side. So, you know, matte lipsticks don't always look great on me. All right, the second shade I have, and I just got this today, is called Rebel Rose. It's this really pretty kind of dusty, almost grayish pink. And that is Rebel Rose. Now, I can't speak to any differences in the colors because, like I said, I just got this today. This is the second time I've put it on my lips. But if it's anything like Berry Recognize, then I'm gonna love it. And that's it. Made it to the end. So I hope that you enjoyed this kind of random review video. Let me know what you thought and if you have any experience with any of these products. And I will see you in the next one. And I really thank you very much for watching and spending some time with me today. Bye, guys.